get
Oh,
everybody.
let me get my camera.
No problem, yes, please.
cái chị mà phải hướng dẫn anh vô á, là chỉ nhân viên trong đây không chỉ là lại
Chỉ là trong công ty luôn.
với trong đây luôn,
Dạ dạ.
nhân viên công ty.
Because I think he's in with Devin.
Yes,
He's in with Devin, and then Doc's got his group.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna,
The dogs actually, they're already.
they're good? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you don't mind,
Yes.
you take them through this, I'm gonna meet you in the cubicle area and then talk about sales and marketing.
Sure.
Okay? We'll see you there. So you got these two ladies.
Okay, so here is actually what you stay in is our cafeteria area, and right now, so every other 2 weeks, John will host the sales training here. So on my right hand side, what you can see here is our one of the clean room. Allow me to share with you, this facility is a 40 square footage FDA registered ISO 678 certified medical labs.
40,000, right?
Yeah, 40,000 square
Square feet,
footage
okay.
total. So this is one of our clean room. We have a 5 clean room here. We can do tissue culture. Currently at this facility still operate for the European core banks. Okay, so we actually once we receive the sample, we will do the filtering, extraction, incubating, and then put it into our cryo freezer. Okay, so that's follow me. So currently the company, we spending over $40 million on this facility. Okay.
From the start.
Yeah, from the start. Okay. So the door from here, the order of the step get it in. This is our clean rooms. So everybody going there, so we need to change it. You know, get in the suits. Okay, and make sure it's not contaminated. Okay, from this door, which is you can't see that, but currently we're still holding over close to 10,000 the European cord sample for our customer inside this. Yes. Okay. So let's walk through the office area. And later on, John will explain it to you. This cubicle. But let's follow to this area. Okay.
All right. So let's pick up, we talk about sales and marketing. So we're gonna go to the front real quick.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen is, let's get everybody in here. Let's get everybody to come this way. So what's gonna happen, you got everybody? Okay, so what's gonna happen is, when we start training the agents and our actual brokers, they're gonna come here or do a Zoom, okay? So when they walk in, we're gonna have a person, a reception person. That whole back wall is a actual panel. So you'll see when you walk in and we turn the panel on that they're coming into the actual Longevity Institute here, right? Now our marketing company is New Biologics. So new biologics means new medicine if you look up the definition of it. That's why I named that in 2014, because I knew at that time stem cells and things like this is new medicine. That's what new biologics stands for. So as you come in and you look at the video while you're in the waiting station before you come in to be trained, what happens is agents and brokers will come here. They'll be pre-scheduled because you'll have an appointment scheduled on the website to come and do your certification training. If you physically cannot come, you'll have a website Zoom link to take the same training remotely, okay? So nobody, doesn't matter where you physically are, the people on the Zoom are from Portugal, my other team, okay? So they're watching the presentation from Portugal. So if you can't walk into this building and do your certification live, you'll be able to do it through Zoom. Now we're gonna go through that corner over there. So Fred, take the lead in that one. Follow me here, right? Follow. So what happens is, to the building as long as they schedule 24 hours before they show up, okay? So you literally have a place, if you're local, to come and do trainings for your own agents, okay? If you physically can't get here as a broker, you can use your Zoom account to train remotely for your agents, okay? All customers that come to get treated will come here first. We know we have the Tuscan location open too. So wherever people are that need to be treated, when you make an appointment, the first appointments will be coming to this location. The appointments starting, I don't know what day we can do treatments in Tuscan, next week?
Orange anytime.
Anytime, okay. So we'll do a simultaneous training next week on setting people up for treatments in Orange also. As Hawaii gets in the position to launch, one of the things we'll do is run a promo for our agents or a promo for our brokers that they can physically go to Hawaii for free. How much did it cost?
Free.
Free.
So as you're building your teams on the certification side, the agent side, you'll be able to earn a free trip to Hawaii to be there for grand opening. So that's what I'm focused on starting on Monday, is building the agent team, building the broker team, and start setting appointments for this location to treat clients, okay? All we do is set the appointment. You'll see it on the site. You do not ask them for personal information. You don't ask them for HIPAA stuff. You just basically say, would you be interested in exosome treatment for your issue? That's it. Your job is not to talk about this will make you ugly, pretty, or need talk. No. It's to set the appointment, let the call center call back, go through all HIPAA compliance, all regulatory compliance. So let's go over to the call center, the area where all the actual cubicles are. Our job, we want like in 60 days, we're gonna have like another 12 people in these cubicles because I want to show you we can scale.
Now, will you have multiple different languages?
Yes, English, Spanish, and Mandarin first, and then we'll work our way into Portuguese. It's very important that we eventually, before the end of the year, have a Portuguese crew.
Please add Vietnamese.
Well, Vietnamese is Johnanese, so it's cool. Now we got you, so we got Vietnamese. So what happens is, as we scale with customer appointments coming in, we can start onboarding people to call your people back and verify the appointment. You literally control how fast we hire people based on the number of clients trying to get in here to be treated. You are 100% in control of how fast we can scale. That's why it's super important to understand the job for an agent is just to clarify the customer wants to be seen, clarify they understand there's a $200 fee to be triaged or screened, then clarify they understand that you're not guaranteeing this treatment will do anything for them other than let the medical professionals do their job. Then it leads from here to LSU, review. Now when you have your appointment set, you literally can come in, pay your money here. Our marketing company collects zero money from patients. We only sell training. And another thing, could you grab that on my desk? Yeah, okay. So what happens is, I forgot my gadget. I got a surprise for you. So the key is that, ask yourself a simple question. Of all the products in direct sales, all the products at GNC, all the things you see that doctors prescribe, we know that even the medical field can't guarantee a drug can cure, fix, or repair. We can't do it either. So we're no different. The difference is we have to protect our brand by being honest to the person setting the appointment. It's for you to go and talk to a professional about what could help you. And I'm going to say this to you. Let's say you set some really solid appointments, okay? This is where John comes out. Imagine if you could get paid $5,000 a day in a business where you don't have to sell a product, you just set an appointment. I really want that to hone in. I'm not in business to cure the world, trust me. I got 6 kids, okay? And the key is that, my question, have y'all ever heard of something called getting pregnant? Is that new to you? You ever heard of that? Everybody here should say, yeah, my mama gave birth to me. So what if I told you we can sell a service for the umbilical cord? And what if I told you there are 4 million children born a year in America? Do you think you probably could find a pregnant woman in this country? Maybe one?
Probably.
Two? Maybe a week? But we're working on this as another product because, again, you have to remember something. The umbilical cord stem cells, when you do the extraction of the exosomes, that is our source. And I've never been pregnant, so I'm going to ask a crazy man question. How many women do you know that let the hospital charge you to have your baby and they make $1,200 selling your umbilical cord? How many women you know had that happen? About 90%. So could you imagine how embarrassed you'd be as a woman if you're paying a bill because you just had a child and the hospital's making money on your baby you carry for 9 months because they're selling your umbilical cord for as high as $2,000 a pop? And why are you paying a medical bill to have a baby when they're profiting on you twice? I mean, you didn't give in labor or have baby twice, right? But that's what, I'm sorry to be like that, but think about how we are as women. And I'm not saying I'm one, but I'm making a point. That umbilical cord is gold. And I'm saying that at one point in time, you have the ability, because we do have the facilities here, we're already doing this, to offer a mother a means of storing a cord for their children in the future, or maybe even themselves. Okay? The umbilical cord is gold. There are 4 million gold baby umbilical cords coming out a year in America, and 90% of the mothers are just letting the hospital make the money. You follow what I'm saying? So this is going to be something in the future. I don't want to really get into it right now, but I'm letting you know that how many nitrogen tanks we have?
12.
And how many can they hold?
Over 50,000 or to 100,000.
Okay? So imagine 100,000 mothers say, I want to have my baby's umbilical cord stored with y'all. And this runs anywhere from freaking $3,000 in some companies up to $50,000 just to store the cord. Now, in that situation, the benefit is that we eventually, all of us, need stem cells or need exosomes. We need something, because as we get older, you can't stop aging. But I really just wanted to show you this. But the thing I want to highlight for you is that when a customer comes in this location, did you notice that you have monitors here, right? One thing I want you to understand, if we do our job and we fill this place up with patients, imagine having a monitor where the customer can watch the whole process and how it works. That way the doctor saves time. So if you came in, Fred came in and Fred could sit and he had his wife with him and this remote could play, it could walk him through the entire procedure. It could show him testimonials that we have from clients who've already been treated. So what we've done is lowered his fear factor, because honestly, anytime you go to the doctor, we're all nervous, right? But what if you had the ability to watch a presentation before you get treated and make sure you understand that we're not guaranteeing it'll work, but here are testimonials after testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. He gets treated, and what if it does work for him? Do you not think he's going to tell somebody? And guess what we're going to ask Fred to do? Come back to the studio and we're going to record his testimonial. That gives us 3 things that we have to have in the next 19 months. Testimonials from third-party patients that weren't in-house patients that came through the direct sales or the appointment setting process we're doing. And now you get to the point where if you build a large enough database, insurance companies can be forced to cover the treatment, because why? We have an FDA master file. You have 0 competition right now. I mean, this is like discovering the fountain of youth, and you're the only one have the location. Not that it's going to work on everybody, but I want you to come with me now. Let's go look at this real quick. So that's the cubicle area. The more appointments we make, we have what, 14 beds in process right now, right?
Yes.
We have 14 beds. I want to throw a number out at you. So if we do 10 customers a day per bed, what is 14 times 10?
140.
140.
What's 140 times an average of $10,000?
140,000.
140 million.
How much?
1.4 million?
1.4 million a day is my goal here. Let's do it again, because I'm from Texas. We talk funny, okay? So if we have 14 beds in this building, and you're getting paid to make appointments in your home, your car, wherever you work with us, and we run 10 patients per location, per treatment bed a day, that's $1.4 million a day in revenue that commissions are paid out to you. And the good thing is, now we get our clinical trials to go after the insurance company and force them to cover our treatments. You're making money and you're making a difference. You're helping people in situations that are a little nerve-wracking because people get scared of stuff they don't know. The videos will be played in the waiting area will calm them down in multiple languages. So if you speak Spanish, you have a video testimony in Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese, whatever. But that makes that customer feel comfortable because you're providing a custom service for me where if I speak Vietnamese and there's 6 Vietnamese testimonials and I get something from my treatment, I'm going to tell everybody. Now we're in a global situation as we open up Hawaii. There are almost 2 million Americans average leaving this country to go get stem cell treatments outside of America. Now, why don't we just bring them home? Imagine Baja, Mexico is about 1 million customers a year just to get stem cell treatments because America hasn't in the past had an approved exosome program like we have. I'm not going to say we're going to get all 1 million. That's not my point. But if we do a decent job, maybe we get 100,000. That's just a decent job. So this facility should be running $2 to $3 million a day in the next 6 months because we're here. And the thing is, we're going to do this. All these places here, this is where we're going to have a lot of people paying you your commissions. You got to have a place to get paid. So these people in these cubicles will support those people calling your customers back. Customers make all their payments here. They don't pay our company. We're a marketing company. Okay? So when they come in and they pay here, everything is collected here. Then the company turns around and sends our commission back to our parent company, and then it's distributed to you every Friday. So the cool part is we have the ability, what we call scale to grow. If we fill up all 50 of these and we're averaging 100, 200 patients a day saying they want to be treated, some of that is going to fall off. So let's say 50% say, yeah, I'm coming in to pay my $200. Out of that 50%, let's say 25 of the 50 pays. So now you're looking at 10,000 a day at a minimum of 25 patients a day. If we do a horrible job, you have to be in business to make money. Don't get me wrong. I love helping, but I like eating. Kind of a cool thing. But the biggest benefit is we can't tarnish the name. I don't care how much money potential we have, we cannot tarnish the name because we don't treat, diagnose, cure. If you ugly and you take this, it ain't gonna make you pretty. You should feel pretty. I don't care who you are. But the most important thing is we cannot tarnish the name. So let's look at this conference room over here. Because I want to go back and say that the biggest benefit is that we've got everything in place to grow a $1 billion company. We just need you. So, let's have a seat real quick. I'm going to show you some stuff. Let's everybody come in and have a seat for about 5 minutes. Okay? And then we'll get back where we were.
Ngồi đi bên. Lấy ghế ngồi đi.
We don't bite, and I've had my shots, so I'm COVID up. I ain't never taking them COVID shots again.
So I don't block everybody.
You can do that. So, what I want to talk about real quick is a global conversation real quick, okay? Because I also don't want you trusting when I tell you, I want you to verify, okay? So verification to me makes you become loyal to yourself. So one of the things crazy is, does anybody recognize, what is all this called? From Mexico down.
South America.
South America.
Did you realize there are more Spanish-speaking people in Santa Ana County than anywhere outside of Mexico? even in the whole state of Florida. And you know what's funny? No stem cell clinics target that market. Zero.
For the West.
That is crazy. So let's talk about Flushing, New York, the Chinese market. Do you realize I could walk in that community for 3 days and never see English on a sign?
She's a queen over
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So when I talk to you about the opportunity to make a real global impact, if we start with specific ethnic communities, the Vietnamese community over in Little Saigon, we literally could bleed into Vietnam. We could bleed into China. We could bleed all the way into right here, Cape Horn. Because why? If we do a good job up here and work our way with Spanish partners or Latino speakers or what have you, eventually, if you have a large enough footprint up here treating people who speak Spanish, you're going to also get Puerto Rico. You're going to also go into other areas by accident. There are more Puerto Ricans that live in New York than live in Puerto Rico. That's a fact. 12 million versus 3.5 million on the island. So what I'm trying to say to you, if you think about it from a global scale, let's say you don't want to be in the direct sales side and you just want to pay to be a wholesaler, right? You pay to be a wholesaler. Let's say you want to wholesale the technology to Johannesburg. Long as you know the rules and regulations in that country to import our EXOSOMES, you literally can be our wholesaler for that country. So this isn't about you building a direct sales or a downline. This is about you building a dynasty, helping other people. If you speak any of the dialects in Africa, and I got a quiz. Does anybody know what country produces more doctors in the world than any country on the planet Earth?
India.
Nope.
South Africa.
Nope. The country that has 800 million citizens. Nigeria.
Nigeria, really? Wow. I thought it was India.
No.
Oh.
They produce more PhDs,
Yeah.
but not doctors. Yeah, trick question how I said that. Nigeria produces more doctors than any country in the world. Do you realize for the last 20 years, they say the Igbo brain is the most intelligent brain on earth? China had it 50 years ago. Japan had it 40 years ago. Now, for the last 20 years, the most intelligent people on the earth come from Nigeria. That's nuts. I thought they all came from Texas. That's just me. Because we got the Cowboys, they did not play. They sucked this year. But the point is, if you think about what I'm saying, everybody knows somebody that has arthritis, inflammation. So how hard is it going to be to get someone to agree to go to an appointment?
Not hard.
It's not hard. Even think about what we talked about, Will and myself. You're going to pay $200 physically to be seen by a doctor, and they're going to analyze all your stuff. You're going to give them your medical files. You're going to come back with how many cc's that possibly could work for you, right? And then when you pay, we set it up where you get your $200 back as soon as you pay for your treatment. So how much did it cost you?
Free.
It's free. The reason we got to charge you $200 is that if he's our doctor seeing you, we're going to give you a complete medical profile, third party verified that this is what can help you based on this amount of cc's, right? See, that's your information. You now can take it anywhere and shop the market. See, we have to charge you because it makes no sense to do that for free.
Right.
Because now what we're doing is letting you use our information to go buy from him. That's why we have to understand our role is very simple. Worst case scenario, you spend $200. They tell you that you're so jacked up. No, wait. You spend your $200. At least you get a solid, quantified analysis of what your situation is. And if you end up letting us treat you, you get your money back. That's why it's so important to think about what community do you represent and how many people can actually use this technology. Now I'm going to draw something for you real quick. No, we get out of here. It's too hot. Let's see where my pin is. There you go. So, now, why is it so important for you to be in the company? Thank you, Frank. Oh, you know, I'm black, bro. Black is beautiful. So going back to your question before you asked me, because I love the way you process. You know, I love your shirt with her dress. Y'all hooked up. Fashionista, you know. So here's my question: who wants to get free treatments?
Everybody.
So this is our focus. Every time you refer 20 customers, you get a free treatment fully paid for. Listen to what I just said.
How many treatment?
One customer times one. So 20 customers or patients that have paid, they have to have paid their full deal. It's not finance, paid full. You as an agent
That's awesome.
will receive free treatments. You can do one or two things with this.
As many as we want. We need.
Yeah,
As
look,
many
if you look, sister, you know I'm from Texas, right?
Yeah.
So if you do 200, oh that sucked. If you do 200 patients, you got to multiply this is one free treatment. So what is that?
Get 10. Get 10.
Yeah, that's 10. So this is what makes people now want to join our business opportunity. Because the more actual appointments you set that come in and pay, you're banking that you're getting your own X treatments for free. So let me assume, let's say Olivia's a pastor at a big church, right? And here's the thing, how much does it cost to sign up in our business? How much does it cost? Zero. It costs this to get certified. The difference with this is this, you still get paid on customers that you refer. The only difference here, you get about a 40% raise because now you're certified versus just an appointment setter. Okay, it's a big difference. So you're just setting appointments, you're still getting paid when your customers come in and pay for the treatment. But the difference is a certified person gets free treatments that they either can give away to somebody or use it themselves. You're gonna give yours away, right? Oh, she gonna sell
She'll
it.
sell them for a good price.
We're gonna keep her. Because, to be honest, if I get treated, you heard what Farrah said. If you get treated, do it every 6 months, every year, right?
Yeah.
But what if she's earning free freaking treatments every week?
Wow.
Can't she turn around and sell them?
She could, or she can give to
Or
somebody she loves.
Yeah, give them somebody she loves.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand something. People are not motivated by money anymore. I'm just being honest. People are not motivated by money anymore. That's true. Facebook wouldn't have 4 billion people. People like getting stuff for free. Yes, ma'am.
How much for one treatment now? How much
How
for
a
one
trip?
treatment? Yeah.
Treatment. Okay. Treatments go from 8,000 up to $1 million. This is 333 cc's
Oh, okay.
and ml.
Depend on the
So what I'm saying is,
Depend on patient.
depends on the patient. That's just the range, price range. But the benefit is, this way you really get excited. So if you're building an agent or a broker team, you're basically earning income because to be one of those certified, we're basically selling a education package
yeah.
via training to make sure they're compliant with what we sell. So example, to be a broker is about $2,500. Everything we sell on this side at $199 is 20% up front paid you every Friday. So if you have people in Flushing or people in upstate New York, Tarleton, and you get 10 people to sign up as a broker, that's $500 times 10, so you make $5,000 on the broker, so all you need is another $3,000. It has nothing to do with the treatment. It's the biz op side. You literally can sell enough people to be certified with the education to still get your treatment for free. Because at the end of the day, people do not care about money. They care that, hey, I got my treatment, right?
Yeah.
So what would it be like if someone walked in the room and you're promoting the business and you're 86 years old and you're doing cartwheels?
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Indirect sales, I'm the ex-vice president of the largest MLM software company in the history of the world. We launched 2,000 companies, from prepaid legal to new skin to Ambit to this to that to da, 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 da. But here's the deal. I've never seen something associated with one of these indirect sales ever. 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 So you know what they always say? Oh, it's a new product, right? And this is non-networkers. Is it FDA approved? And then you got to explain to them that nutraceutical products can't be FDA approved because they're from a natural source extracted into a concentrate. It's not a drug. Here, we're not selling the appointment. We're selling the third-party verification that this is legit. The other thing about it is you don't violate any HIPAA laws because you're not asking the customer for, well, Fred, is it your knee you want to be treated or is it your back? No. Your job is the simplest thing in the world. Would you like an appointment that's going to cost you $200 to have a medical expert and a university, Louisiana State, evaluate whether or not our technology can help you? That's it. You don't elaborate on, well, I know a guy had a short leg and he took it, now he's 6 foot tall. No. It's the easiest thing to ask someone, do they want an appointment? And then we have to regulate and make sure by having them call from here, once the appointment's made, that they weren't misled, even by the agent who set the appointment. Because the people in those cubicles we're hiring on have to cover the company and the brand before us as a marketing company. We get stupid, I'll fire our own company because we have to tell the truth. We're only setting an appointment for you to be evaluated by a medical professional in the exosome industry to see if possible this would be right for you. That's it. Could you imagine? Let me do this real quick. Get out of here because I'm sweating like OJ in jail. So, how many people do you know at least you can make an appointment with this in a week? Just give me a goofy number. I'm not gonna hold you to it.
About 10.
Okay, 10. Let's take our sister and let's make 10 appointments, okay? Let's pretend that here in the office, they call back and verify all 10 of her appointments. Let's say the average person comes in, they spend their $200, so the doctor's taken care of. Then we have this stuff sent to LSU. They evaluate whatever the issue is. It comes back here and they get the right CCs and the right ML to take care of this patient, right? So imagine she has this whole process done because she set a free appointment with these 10 clients. The only time they pay the $200 is when they show up. This is where you pay for LSU, to pay for the doctor to evaluate. This covers us as a company for our technology. Let's assume all 10 of them come in, let's say the average treatment, let's say it's 10 grand, okay? So what happens for her is she did $100,000 in sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much money did she charge them to make the appointment? Okay? We're free, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a check for $10,000, would you be upset with us?
I think so. If
Pretty
you try
mad.
the people there are not rich people.
See, I'm gonna say something to you, don't take it personal. Money has no value when it comes to health,
Okay.
okay? If you're selling pills, potion, lotion, or crypto, then you have to convince somebody. But if someone has a medical issue, they don't care how much money it costs.
Yeah, my member said, oh, I want to use the coin to pay for it. I said, okay,
A lot of
wait
people
for
do.
it then.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
there. Trust me. Once we have that Medicare go public, trust me, I already got a plan.
Yeah.
But we have to start out basic baby steps,
Little
right?
bit, Yes.
Could you imagine, and this does not need to be recorded, turn these phones off. I'm gonna show you something.